to see what's happening in the Americas on one of our favorite maps. It has received a lot of changes, a lot of positively received changes by the community. Middle isn't pointless anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone complain about this iteration of Vertigo. In my opinion, this is the best one yet. The previous was probably the worst, and we'll get into the action right here, right now. FURIA on the T side, and they'll be making their way up towards this A ramp, focusing at scaffolding, and Art will be challenged first. He drops a Molotov down towards Scaff, and for now, just trying to obtain control, but they've got to fend off the likes of Nitro. He'll be down to 59, and they'll continue their push with 3 players here and 1 watching the flanks.
That's 2 Molotovs, 2 unarmored opponents, make it 3 as they do start to find first blood. Art onto Stewie. Where is that smoke going? 1 for the cross, make it difficult for the boost boxes to support onto short. Vinny's hitting all the shots. Quick double on the Glock, and this round is getting pulled out of Liquid's grasp.
Oh, Twist will pull one back and the bomb will be planted. Nitro doesn't swing onto it to deny the defuse. Yeah, we are going to see a smoke available for Twist, a defuse kit as well. That's probably their only chance of winning this round, I would say. And we'll see whether they want to drop the smoke down. It's going to have to be the only play now, as Twist is left on a 1 versus 4. Might just want to save the defuse kit and smoke combo here. We'll see what he's got in mind. Doesn't go for the smoke defuse. Tries to isolate 2 of the players towards short, and he looks like he will just be creeping on in towards the bomb site and does take a headshot. That's going to be the end of his round. A decent attempt there, but Serato puts the final nail in the coffin there. 3 kills for Vinny and a massive pistol victory for FURIA.
Stewie's going to feel very hard done by there. It's not often you see a Molotov used on Sandbag on the pistol round, and that's just usually because there's not a lot of utility.
They had 2 Molotovs there, so one towards short and a Sandbags as well. So a very technical approach there. Well read by FURIA, and nothing really went wrong for them at all. Maybe it will do in round number 2, though, as we do have the Desert Eagles, CZs, and a Scout with 5 smokes to boot as well. And he'll deploy the smoke towards scaffolding. And we've got Yuri just working that pick now, just seeing if anyone will get aggressive here. Stewie certainly fancies it. He's got the Scout looking down this A ramp right now, but the smokes will block his vision for now as the MAC-10 sneaks on past.
Ooh, and those shots straight through the smoke actually did do damage, and it's enough for Stewie's Scout to convert. Opening frag. This time, Stewie gets his revenge. Yeesh, it's a very active fight he's willing to take here. They could be clearing him, and they are, but just as he has a look, they head back for, I think they're boosting.
Oh, they made noise as well.
And he will have heard that. And now he's oh dear, switching to his nades, but Elish hits the shot anyway.
God damn, he even got spotted there as well. And Elish still has the nerve to go for the kill. It works out for them. They've got a 5 versus 3 here. This is more impactful sometimes than actually winning the pistol. 50 seconds remain. There'll be no returning back to the B bomb, so they've been locked in here, and Vinny will have to make his way up. He's greeted by the CZ. Nitro recovers that AK-47, and now in a 5 versus 2. Will they even get the bomb down here? I don't think so. Serato and Yuri fighting for their lives. So many CTs in front of them. They pull one back, but surely there's nothing else to be said, but maybe there is.
Oh no. Nitro needs to hit that shot and fast, and he does. With the recovered AK-47, Serato just going to get chipped away at from 3 different angles. And they even managed to recover 3 T weapons into the next. They're going to be loving that.
Hey, I've just had a quick thought. You know how we were talking about the fact that Team Liquid are all in separate parts of the country, and it's going to be difficult to kind of lift themselves up by their bootstraps as a team because they don't have that same level of, I guess, access to each other. That can't be said for the FURIA guys. They all live together, I believe. So with that in play,
good point.
The Brazilians can definitely keep on getting fired up as much as they need. It will be the force by coming on out, a little bit of light utility on whatever they could muster. Yuri's already up towards the sandbag position as his toes just lightly burnt.
And his head is going to hurt a little bit more in the morning. It's going to be the first kill for Nitro there, with Yuri following things up. Fantastic work from Vinny here. They're Desert Eagles, looking very dangerous indeed as they recover the AK-47 here. This is overwhelming. You can see Elise burning now. They've actually got a 4-2 lead as the bomb is going to be planted. We do have Twist on full health, and he's only got that Galil boys. AK-47 found for Elise. I don't think they can even challenge this.
Wow, Vinny, that's twice now. He did it in the pistol, and he's done it again in the weapon round. His frag's up short with only a pistol. Previously the Glock, now the Deagle. He's managed to find that frag twice, and it's converted twice.
Yeah, that was really quite clumsy of a take, right? Because they were separated by that Molotov that went down on the ramp. And it just didn't feel like Liquid thought they were going to get challenged in that regard. So some really big shots and maybe some, I don't want to say, it's not miscommunication, but maybe overstaying their welcome in certain positions here, and that's a freebie for FURIA.
It feels like they're just taking their heads up during the open, then instead of establishing crossfires and blocking them out, they're ready to take the fights, and sure, that will probably work, but against the Desert Eagles and the likes of Vinny, they're going to hit some impressive shots, and you're giving them opportunities there. Instead of making them work for it and scramble to get the bomb down, you can't argue with the shots delivered there, but they were given the opportunity, and they rose to the occasion. As we go 2-1, it'll have to be the force back by in response. We do see the AK and M4 saved. So a CZ and a Deagle for Nitro and NAF, respectively. They've also got some decent utility as well. This is the deep smoke on A ramp. Thrown by NAF by himself.
Very easy one to do.
Yeah.
4-man A-lean here. This is more traditional Vertigo, not the new one. And Art, he's got the signature MAC-10, can't make it work. Elige with the AK-47 will punish him. And this looks like it might be a bit of a back-and-forth affair, fellas. These first 4 rounds are looking very closely contested.
Yeah, this is the way it normally goes, though. And these back and forth forced by interactions. We have got the opening kill here for Team Liquid, but FURIA are not out of the round by any stretch. If they can win this one, they will break the economy of the CTs and break their serve as well. It will be the first full eco coming up in round number 5. As we're back to a 4-4 here. FURIA with a chance, and he manages to at least do damage. It'll be Henny to close things out.
Yeah, and that was the rifle as well. The Nitro falling with just the CZ75. Elige, he gave that AK to NAF. The full HP doesn't stop him from falling, and the nade was destined for boost boxes. There's not much they can do about this one. The bomb still yet to commit. Vinny's cleared all the way through B. This is FURIA's third, and now it's just a question of will they keep their weapons. Vinny's position implies a big fat no. Check your corners. He walked straight past Elige. And now he's going to find him.
Hi.
Oh, hi. What's going on here?
This is a kill for Elige. He just about does enough damage there. It's back to a 3 versus 1 now. Elige, 15 points of health, and just a matter of time before this round is given away. It's going to be Henny to close things out, as FURIA do indeed answer back. They break the serve, and Liquid will be down to a full eco now. $2,000 per player. Can't really justify much at all. And in terms of loss bonus, they will be getting $2,400 per player into that next round. So it's one of those really frustrating moments. You can't even justify P250s knowing you could scrape together a buy in the following round.
Want to get it over quickly, I guess.
I guess we'll see how Liquid want to operate here. Like, it's not one of those plays where you can really bait out utility, but maybe you can go for a stack somewhere and make it interesting.
It has been one-way traffic towards A for FURIA so far, though, so keep that in mind. Maybe conditioning Liquid as Serato, the man of the moment, gets 3 big frags and locks down this eco very, very quickly.
Heart rocking the Nova choice. I like an Art Deco approach. A T-side shotgun, yeah.
He is definitely the definition of off-meta Art, just the way he approaches the game, the way he... he can get it done with any weapon, this man. He's a bit of a madman, but I like it. I love some of the tactical approaches of this team.
Go on, knock his socks off. Oof, oof. Not quite getting the spread he was hoping for. And he does. Counting on his teammates to finish that one off. Hunted down by Yuri, and a lovely finish. Ensures the 4th is safe. They keep all their rifles. Bomb goes down for an extra 300.
Well, boys, it looks like FURIA have been doing their homework here, and it's not really down to tactical brilliance so far, but just a firm understanding of the map and just playing the old school way. I'm interested to see what they can bring in terms of approaches towards middle. And this is the time to maybe change things up. There's no AWP spotted on the CT side, but Henny will bring his out, a very explosive AWPer, if you're aware of his previous outings here in CSGO. It'll be down to just basic utility. Look at that on the CT side. 1 minute 40 on the clock. We've got a couple of smokes left. They swallow the grenade at the start. And this is going to be a rough ride for Liquid now. Some difficult rounds coming in with no defuse kit spotted, and maybe another opening kill for Art. He does find it, but it's quickly responded by Nitro.
That utility is the big problem for Liquid. So within the first 15, 20 seconds of the round, they've almost used all of their nades here. There's not a single diffuse kit picked on up right now, and just a handful of flashes and a smoke on the table. This one is looking very good for FURIA. Now it's a 4-on-4 situation. They're regathering over towards the B bomb site. They have plenty of utility to hit this. Molotovs to displace, but Twist, he's up close and personal. If he can get anything done here, it'd be huge.
Yeah, he's got a sense that they're coming in. Oh, and he's got both. Vinny was so far ahead of the pack. Twists. He can even throw a smoke, and just in a puff of it, he disappears, playing around it. Serato was ready. Twists even more so, now looking for the final frag. Henny's Deagle overcomes the USP. He's now managed to make a 1v4, a 1 versus 3. He does have the bomb. He wants the AK-47 to give this a good go. That flank does have a timer on it. He can't leave. He just hopes one of them gets a little too inquisitive. It's not a particularly strong position.
Well, at this stage, just trying to make it as expensive as possible. We've already seen Team Liquid enter this round with almost no grenades. Even if he finds 1 kill, it will have massive repercussions here. Molotov deployed towards the side itself. And we just got Naf. And towards the quad position. Looks like Henny's out of luck here. Nitro will come back from the B steps, and it's going to be a very clean round for Liquid. Only 2 players going down there, and nice work for Twist as well. 3 in total. A clean hat-trick found. Starting to see some of that crispy aim being brought forward as Liquid will have a stronger buy going into this next round. AK-47's established, meaning they can take some more advantageous duels. We'll see if that works out for them. Just to note, FURIA haven't picked up the Krieg once yet, so it seems like the Krieg officially is dead. It is the CSGO way. We kind of nerf something into oblivion, and then it's not used anymore.
As opposed to just nerfing it enough to put it in line with everything else.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're talking about Valve here, all right? Let's cut them some slack, all right?
Well, they did a good job with the AUG. That's still used.
Yeah, that one's had a
Good middle
couple of
ground.
tweaks, hasn't it? We saw Carrigan picking that up a little bit. We didn't actually see him pick it up much
Not
today.
And he had a bit of a quieter performance, so maybe he needs to bring it back out. Who knows? As we do see damage exchanged here. It will be pretty even, to be honest with you. Art's taking the biggest casualty there, down to 18 HP. AK-47. I didn't know you could do the AK. I thought it was all exclusively.
Yeah, the AWP, obviously, you can do a lot more damage, but that AK, you can get a few tags on through there. The fact that this much damage has gone down early, and I'm not sure either team is really aware that that's on the agenda. Stewie wants to stay nice and aggressive here, having a little jump peek, and, well, the bullets tickling behind him will be enough to make him reconsider jumping again.
So, the undefeated FURIA now. 4-2 up on the T side. Historically considered to be a terrorist affair, but I'm really not sure whether that will hold true. Vinny
Bye, Stewie.
gets to the sandbags, and actually the movement's pretty good, you know. Stewie will at least get 1 out of it, and does considerable damage towards K-Serato. 35 seconds, they have to commit towards A. Smoke towards the bomb side, K-Serato deploys it, and he finds a flashbang as well. So going to try and set the boys up towards short. Be very careful here. 25 seconds remaining.
It's getting nerve-wracking.
Henny, and they've got a couple of smokes remaining, so they'll go for the basic execution. Smokes to the left and right at the bomb site here. Nitro to defend. AK-47. Can he make it work?
Finds an angle, but it's only good for 1. FURIA, they're actually making this one work. All they need is the plant. Now the bomb goes down loose, and Yuri, he's going to try and make sure it gets planted. So low, but it's enough. And Twist's his pre-fire wasn't too far off, but FURIA, they convert what looked to be a bit of a sticky situation.
Oh, and you can say that again for Team Liquid. After giving that round up, they're left with $3,000 once again, another eco. And we're still pretty early on into this game, but still, FURIA have won the economic battle so far, I have to say.
Yeah, you can see how difficult it is for the CTs. Liquid don't want to play retake, right? They don't really have a lot of nades to do so, and their forward posturing on the ramp almost doesn't allow them to do so. So when those nades were coming on in, you could see multiple members dipping on through. Oh, that's a big chunk of nade damage there to Elige, isn't it? Twist will get a tag on off early. And Art's already got scaff control. So the pistols out make this interesting, but it should be a FURIA round.
Should be, but stranger things have happened. Even today, we saw FaZe struggling against Mousesports and their pesky USPs. Art will be deploying the Molotov to start flush out any close-range pistols here. You can see that's very effective. The follow-up wallbang as well, just to ensure that no one's by this close position. Lovely work from Art here. Goes to a double spray down. He connects all the bullets. Can't quite find a third, and Stewie will only find 1. So crisis averted, and Elige, that's a lovely little shot there. 3 versus 2. I don't think it helps them win the round, but it helps keep them modest, that's for sure. Makes its way towards sniper deck now. No armor, no nades. Hoping to find a player out of position here, but it's going to be Yuri with the bomb. Elige removed, low HP, and that should be it. Just 1 player remaining here. Twist dropped as well. 6-2 to FURIA. As the money starts to swell here, they do have 3 players surviving. And you can see Liquid, once again, money is there, but still a little bit compromised. I'll take their first tactical time out of this CT side of Vertigo. Bit of alarm bells moment here, Chad. They did take him into this one. Maybe a little bit cocky manner.
I already predicted against them on Twitter about 8 hours ago, Henry. So
I'm just saying that the fact that Adrenaline came in and said, oh, it's their second worst map. We've got this, boys. I feel like the fact they've chosen to be here suggests they are ready.
Look, it's making me really happy with social media right now, because the more players I read who tweet about online stuff, I'll just predict against them because I know it's in their head. I know they're going into the match going, oh, it's online, you know, ping's a big issue. And they're going to go in already hamstringing themselves. This is the only type of Counter-Strike right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's not ideal. It's not where any of us want to be. But if you want to be the best in the world, this is the place to show it.
Yeah, me and Hank actually had a conversation in the kitchen about yesterday, and Henry said to me, I've just kind of accepted it now.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what the players have to go through as well.
Yeah, this is the only kind of gauge we have as to where people are right now. And if you can't keep up where Counter-Strike was kind of crafted, really, then I'm not really sure where the excuse lies, because everyone came from online Counter-Strike originally. You've all got experience here. It's just because you've been to a lot of lands doesn't mean that anyone else necessarily has any sort of advantage. We'll get into this first play once again. Art opening things up. Does he get away with this? 56 HP down to 35, and Nitro fires up a lot of bullets. Art knows it. He goes for a second bite of the cherry. Oh, it's delicious. That's not so much. It will be the team kill, but let's see if he can make up for it. Apparently not. Henny could have thrown the round there with that team.
Yeah, he's going to hate that. Not only nading your teammate, but then being the next death as well. Fortunately, Vinny, he's not going to bow out of this one peacefully. And in fact, he's found another double kill. Naf just joined the fray. Twist is always rotating in from middle. You just have to surely bide your time. He's going for the surprise play straight through the smoke. And Vinny, he had some bullets to spare there. Finds the head. 7-2.
There's a chance with Liquid players and those type of players, right? I feel like I've seen Naf just do some absolutely outrageous things when that bomb's getting planted. We've seen him deny, we've seen him get AWP kills through boxes, and with Twist coming on through the low HP, I thought his phenomenal aim paired with a good bit of timing could have been enough to pull away a miracle round, but now 7-2 down. The warning signs for Liquid, they're still as true as we thought they were before we kicked into this series right here.
Yeah, they absolutely are. The alarm bells are going off for sure, and it will be FURIA with the tactical timeout this time. And they're 7-2 up, 3 rounds in a row, just making sure they don't give these sort of rounds up. I'm guessing Gary just wants to get stuck in and just let the boys know that these rounds are losable. They've got Desert Eagles, these are their usual tendencies, these are the rounds that will tilt us if we lose them. Be very careful out there.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any, like, when you were kids, do you have any, like, nicknames or anything? Do you have anything fun like that? My mum used to call me, right? I don't know why. She used to call me Char Grill.
Char Grill.
Nothing
Char
cute like
Grill.
that. My whole family called me H. That's about it.
H?
Yeah.
Oh, Big H.
Big H in the house.
That's pretty
about
cool.
3 years ago.
And when my dad was pretending to be my friend, he'd call me Al.
Al. I sometimes call you Al. It
Al.
feels weird, though.
Yeah?
I'm still trying to fit
It's
it
like,
on.
at the moment, it's an exclusive Sasha Richardson and Henry Greer kind of thing. But Al, I mean, it doesn't upset me. It's only 2 less letters, and hello, Naf. He's decided to take matters into his own hands and has held down the mid-hold. He's going to bringing an AK towards this A site, but unfortunately, Fury have got a lot of ground covered in a short space of time, and look at the spray. Gets Stewie hot on the heels, though.
That's got him. And it will be an open A bomb site here. The bomb needs to make its way down. And it surely will. Now fly with the AK-47, Nitro, Vertigo, and an HE. So they can explore their options to try and get a kill, try and get 2 AK-47s. As I say that, he's gone down. So probably not going to happen. This is going to be Naf saving his weapon here. So really need to get into the next gear on the Team Liquid side of things here. We have seen a second round forced by victory. Round 6 with the guns when Twist managed to get 3 kills, but then reset after that. Haven't really seen much since. And now money will start to stabilize. In terms of loss bonus, they will be getting 3,400. That is the absolute maximum into the next round. So we're going to see the AWP, surely. We haven't seen them purchase a single one as of yet.
Isn't this insane, though? FURIA are just playing this like it's the old map.
They are.
They're just going, okay, well, we know the A works.
Have they been middle once yet?
Don't know. Quesarato just holds it.
Yeah. They haven't gone for a big set piece, but maybe that's to come now, knowing the money's stabilized, you can change things up.
Yeah, and what they went, that you just pointed out, the late B with Twist getting the kills. That's the only time we've seen a lot of variation here. So if you were going to be throwing something in, this would definitely be the time. You've conditioned them to think it's A and A and A some more. They're playing all in. They're having to use their smokes, Molotovs. They're just trying to delay you, trying to do as much damage. While they're doing all that, you could actually be setting up something towards middle or the B side.
We've spoken to a lot of players about this map in general, and they're all suggesting we need 2 players towards middle at this point. Is this why they're really focusing towards A, knowing that they need to make an adjustment first because they're actually sending sending 2 players towards middle at the start of the round. Time will tell, and Stewie2K does have the AWP as well. So 4 kills, 10 deaths, hasn't really shown us the best version of Stu so far, and K-Serata being a lot more active this time towards middle. He's got a buddy as well. The spray is just off from Naf there. Doesn't really do any damage. Wasn't ready for it, and it could be a second kill. There absolutely is. Liquid look weak right now, and this is exactly what we expected. Just as they start to stabilize in terms of the economy, you know the AWP's coming. They're going to be ready for that A-side attack, and they go back in towards middle. Another kill is found, and it's a 4 versus 1 as Nitro. It'll be towards A. Nothing can be done. A perfect call from FURIA. I can't stress that enough. Exactly what they wanted Liquid to do there.
Yeah, and exactly what you were talking about as well. That change-up hurts. K-Serata, he gets that aim jewel. There is no cover now. No toolbox, no sandbags, nothing for Naf to hide behind. It is simply just an aim jewel.
The thing is, I play middle as Vertigo as well. The only time you can challenge it is when you get the T-side AK on the CT defense there. So he actually made the correct move. It was just a shot that didn't connect for me. He didn't do really any damage to K-Serata. He gets 2 kills in the end. And Naf, I don't know if he was communicating with the radar. He looked a little bit slow on pulling the trigger, and you'd expect him to normally nail that sort of shot. Maybe just a lapse in concentration, as we'll see him go for a straight-up B rush. I don't mind this at all. Now you're really in control of the game. You know they're just a little bit overwhelmed and flustered. They're not really sure how to handle your fast-paced approach. And we will see Elite get his first kill, but Twist, he almost looked AFK then when they finally committed.
Yeah, fully flash. He just tried to get himself into a corner. It's cost them, and now the rotate. There's so many members of Liquid. That smoke has held them at bay. There's a Molotov there as well. And so a free plant. They do have numbers and an armored rifle or 2.
So do they want to go for this one? I would say they probably have to. This is getting a little bit out of control, but another kill for Vinny. What a great flashbang. 98 damage inflicted, but it's still not quite enough to topple him. And there it is. It looks like this round is falling in its logical place. Double kill, but you already closed things out. Double digits there, Chad.
I want to point out a really positive play there. You don't see it too often. Through the flash, gets the kill, gets out, repositions, finds another frag. Doesn't hang around, doesn't try and do too much. This is good stuff from Vinny here, and it's what you want to see as FURIA now. They get up to that 10-round mark. They're going to run away with this one.
They absolutely are. There's the Stewie 2K AWP once again, but no one's really fragging on the Team Liquid side of things here. 1 gun round found. It was scrappy one of that. Second round forced by, as we get into round number 13, they really need to pull their socks up here. We were looking for intensity, Alex. I haven't seen any of it, I'll be honest with you. Where is that?
It comes on the T side.
I hope
it's
so.
Much easier to be intense when you've got to attack. Let's see if Liquid can make even a chance for that attack to bear fruit. They're going to need a couple more, or 3 to be precise.
Yeah. I was going to say 10-5. That's a pretty bad half.
It's a pretty fantastic T side, regardless.
Yeah. And FURIA winning this round, right? The max loss bonus is up for Team Liquid. They win this round and then they hunt. They take all the guns out of the hands. They're looking like they could even potentially 13-2 this half.
Whew. Okay, so FURIA, towards the later stages of this T side, after barraging them on A, have shown them that they can hit B and middle in 2 rounds consecutively.
Well, let's see what they've got up their sleeve this time. They know they have full control of this half. Liquid are frantically plugging holes in. They go for a boost in middle, and it is going to work out for a couple of kills, but they're certainly not comfortable. They're trying to change things up on the fly, work out how they can stop this onslaught of rounds coming in from FURIA, and finally, they do have a decent lead here. It's going to be a 5 versus 2. Now, surely there's not a world where they give this round up, but we'll see whether FURIA can make it agonizing for them. There will be the bomb recovered by K-Serata, making his way back into Spawn here, where he can slow things down a little bit and try and operate with Vinny here, see if there's a couple of kills available.
See what they can find. 2 CTs, Scarpa to back up Twists. They're going to be boosting. Quite like this play. So just a little further back, little tutorial. And he's up. Okay, element of surprise established. Not going to be too surprising for Twist. He's been playing this site an awful lot. He's got his powerful angle on the box, and Vinny challenges, K-Serata trades, but nothing more.
Look, damage is on the agenda right now. If K-Serata can take away 2 more guns, that's fantastic news. The fact that this round is done and dusted for the FURIA camp doesn't mean that they can't continue to damage the economy here. So 36 seconds left on the clock. There's no rush for K-Serata. If he's presented any heads, great news. You'll see that 101 ADR, sorry, continue to tick on up. That Molotov will force him back. So now it gets a little bit more difficult. He might go down here without taking any more scalps, just the way Liquid are set up right now. They have all 4 members over towards this B bomb site, and there it is. Stewie's AWP will deliver the final kill, and the 3rd on the board for Liquid. Okay, so now if we want to throw a little bit of positivity in the Liquid camp, if they can close the half with 5, and then they win the pistol, well, then they're back in the game. That's where it starts, and that's the first signs of life here, really, within this game.
Yeah, some good adjustments coming through there. The boost towards middle is a common protocol in this version of Vertigo. You can see a very fast-paced approach there from FURIA, but still shut down by Nafly, holds it well, and they managed to fend them off in middle. So now they can probably go back to the traditional setup. I dare say FURIA will go back into the A-side attacks now and just go to what was working at the start of the game, because all these kind of novel ideas, the adjustments were great. But now Liquid starting to lock it down. They've got a full buy at this point. I would say FURIA would be fools not to go back into the A-bomb side, where it was looking so great for them.
Yeah, you just saw constantly, time after time, Elige and Nitro overwhelmed on the site. Stewie's supporting AWP got locked out fast. Let's see if he's going to make more impact with it. He's got it out again. 6 and 12 to get this defensive AWP up and running. Round 14 of our first map, final series of the day. Inferno is where Liquid chose to take us for the second map. But before we get there, let's conclude this half. Nav boosted again. It worked, why not? But this time, no action in middle.
So, what have FURIA got planned for us here? They've got Arts on his AWP on the T side. You don't see it too often. Good for a little adjustment, though, considering that Stewie stands to land some shots now. Speaking of which, Vinny seems to be aware of this M4 on the other side, and we'll see what happens.
I saw Twist take that position immediately in my head, was asking, you know, that seems like quite an off angle. Could be wallbanged by a well-trained T, and Vinny did put bullets. You can see them now. Wow, Art straight up, just pre-firing every corner he could. He does take the full access to the site. Before the CTs can say anything about it, they'll get that bomb set up. Oh, interesting, a cancel. Anticipated the Molotov to come in. Smart move by Henny. Swapping the weapons around so Yuri can still make that 12 HP utilized effectively. Now Henny with a full health will go for the plant. Another Molotov. Still the bomb goes down. Yuri actually hit that, and Stewie. Now Elige added to the tally. They're all falling. Naf does a heroic attempt on the transfer. That nade looks perfect, but it's getting away with it.
Twist doesn't fancy this one too much. He's in a 4 versus 1. Two of them are so agonizingly low for him. He's got a defuse kit in the smoke, but I feel like he has to save his weapon. The money's just broken here. As we find 11 rounds of FURIA, Team Liquid, again, can't hold on towards A. That's what I wanted to see from FURIA. It makes sense. They're making this work time and time again. And what a great call as well. They're going for the plant there. You can hear the pin being pulled on the incendiary. Fall back, redeploy the smoke, the flashes as well, avoid the wall bangs, and manage to close it out in a very impressive style as well. They weren't even panicked in that scenario. Made sure they could flash it over and over again, denying any sort of retake, and Twist does find the AWP. So that's something at the very end.
We can see this again. So Henny, he fakes it. Here's the pin pulled, as you say. That's Stewie baited out with the incendiary, even throwing bullets downrange to confirm the AWP's in elevator. Then they go ahead and swap over the AWP. That's Yuri support Henny, and actually Yuri went on to find a frag with it.
Yeah,
so,
I just watched that back. Yuri killed Stewie completely through the box. I'm not sure he could see them because there were smokes all up on the screen. So that frag onto Stewie is going to feel, very hard done by.
T's smoking the mouth of the ramp. An interesting choice, and you can see what that's done to Stewie. He ate that flashbang for breakfast. You don't get any of the trails. You can't see the nades being thrown, and can set the T's up for success. But Art's jump nearly lost 2 players their life. Yuri, the collateral damage, and there's a nade to follow. They're taking control.
This is a bit more intense now. This is what we wanted to see from Liquid. Them taking matters into their own hands and not just being sat back on the bomb site here. Finally, a bit of character shown.
Well, they've got mid-control as well, though. They've taken a lot of real estate while this has all been going on.
Stewie, they're playing it so much like the old map. They rotated through T-spawn. They didn't even use the new connector. And Stewie, he's used it to great success. He takes the first frag of the round.
Yeah, could have got a few more out of that, I think, but still managed to get a key frag there. And we'll see FURIA forcing towards his B bomb site. It's going to be a B split, though. You can see them getting ready towards construction here. Nitro is aware of their presence, and at this point there's a free kill on the back, but Nitro will make up for it. But still, frustrating scenes there for Twist. But they have got a 3 versus 2 lead. Doesn't lock them in or guarantee this round because there's such low HP across all 3 members. Towards Jenny's is Nitro, and he's going to be rushing towards the side here. Where's the backup? It's not going to be there, and it will be Team Liquid getting a must-win round here to close things out in the first half. It's 11-4, and FURIA are looking fantastic.
test of time right now, I need a sign. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over. Tell me if it's over, am I your lover? Are we going solo? Or is it polo? Her face is saying don't go. I'm acting like I don't know. Whisper my name, say what you want, show me your thoughts. I do the same. My breath on your neck while I slowly caress. Feelings in gray, it's still the same. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over. Tell me if it's over, am I your lover? Are we going solo? Or is it polo? Her face is saying don't go. I'm acting like I don't know. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over.
Welcome back, folks. We're on Vertigo, and as we rise to the top of the high rise, we battle in the second half of our final series. It's the Americas, and we are seeing FURIA, actually the favorites by GG.bet. Damn, that's for the series as well. Team Liquid, faith has been lost across the board. Let's see if their T-side can do any recovery of that.
I just don't think Liquid are ready for this sort of showing from FURIA on Vertigo, but it wasn't a T-side, and that's where they'll find themselves now, and they can dish out the exact same sort of treatment. There's a dink already. Yuri surely going to go down here. He gets away with it, and we will see him down to 9 points of health. K-Serata will tag in as Vinny starts to push down towards the scaffolding.
They really want to fight this, and you'd think that at that range, the Glock is favored. Vinny's so aggressive. He's not expecting so many. He's actually going to go 1-for-1. It's not the worst case scenario. And from the worst case scenario to the worst case Serato, he now lingers behind the sandbags.
But you see how they have a molly? FURIA used a molly on this position, but Team Liquid can't. They don't have two.
They can't do it. Previously, Stewie, we identified he'd be feeling pretty hard done by the Molotov on the pistol round. Well, now all of that utility on his back could be lost to a single USP bullet.
Surely they're considering it. There can't be a world where this just happens again. Well, it seems to happen way too often. It's going to be K-Serata getting away with it, forcing them towards shore. They will commit. The bomb's gone down. At scaffolding, no, it's all gone wrong. They didn't check this sandbag position. I couldn't tell you why. Surely they didn't have the Molotov, but give it the respect it deserves. The round comes tumbling down here, and K-Serata is still with vision on the bomb. He'll take a leash as well. It looks like we are done here as Nap is left in a 4 versus 1. Bomb still down in the open, looking for any sort of frags he can, and that's going to be a demoralizing round for Liquid. A very simple check. Even the Molotov would have saved them that sort of situation. They didn't even get to deploy it.
Yeah, we get like almost a mirror image of pistol rounds, right? Obviously, FURIA was successful with that opening duel, but that one little detail was literally the undoing of the entire round there.
They just didn't seem to even acknowledge that position.
Yeah.
No one even having the crosshair there. Both of them pulling the smokes as well. As soon as you hit the pins pulling the smokes, you got to swing around, find yourself a kill, drop the bomb as well. It was a nightmare for Liquid, and they can't even justify a force here. They're going to take a full eco, allow FURIA to get to 13 with just a Desert Eagle and Stewie. No armor, no nades, full eco here pretty much. And we've got Godsend about to close things out over contacts. Just to note that. It's on a C stream. If you're a fan of either of those teams, that is a long old game, isn't it?
That started at 6:30, I'm pretty sure.
Jeez. A long series for Godsend, but looks like they might be pulling that one across the line, and certainly feels like FURIA are on track to do something similar here on Vertigo. 12-4 up against that. Essentially an eco as it was described, but it has already got them into pretty close 4v4. Oh God, this is getting nerve-wracking. Fortunately, Yuri's there in the perfect position to deal with that mid pressure. In fact, he's going to go ahead and take 4.
Well, there we have it. A little bit troublesome at the start there with the Deagle headshot, but remember, they only had Glocks. They couldn't necessarily capitalize upon that kill. So yes, they only got 1, but now here come the AK-47s. We haven't seen a single creep purchase in the entirety of this map so far, just to note. Here's Yuri, though, getting it done. A nice little angle up towards construction from the elevators. Shuts down the round.
That's
and a beautiful
juicy,
start.
isn't it? That's a nice line.
I didn't know that angle was so powerful, I'll be honest. Be taking that.
Nor did I. Godsend, I'm just taking a look. They did convert it. They just picked up their win, and that's going to be their first in a while. They'll be liking that. Beating North in a series already on their road to Rio.
Oh, I love this from Art. The aggression, it doesn't stop. He's unrelenting, isn't he?
He made a lot of noise.
It doesn't bode well for the Liquid boys, especially when 18's landing on their doorstep here. Stewie 2K down to 43. Yuri spamming more and more bullets through the smoke. Will be Vinny to find the first kill, though. And it's a hell of a kill to find. His twist will go down. Finds himself at 9 and 15 as FURIA get closer and closer to map point. Liquid haven't even shown up to this one yet. So, Stewie low. A man advantage for the Brazilians here. And a flashbang being set up for a short push, potentially. They think better of it. Gonna hold on to the advantage they have so far. Smoke down makes things stifling here for Team Liquid. They've got 2 smokes, 2 flashes, so all they can really do is the most basic execution towards A.
Oh, they're going to boost.
Oh, they are as well. I love this. You can do this with 2 men now.
Oh, he gets spotted. The spray, not far off. Stewie chunks both of them down to the 30s.
So, a lot of work to do there to the smoke. They've got to commit off this. They have to, and they're not together. Stewie's just isolated alone. This is very... They're going to run past.
Checking their corners.
And he's going to get the frag. Elige is going to find another. Perhaps there's something to be said, but Art catching Nitro puts it all onto one man. And Serato overcomes 14 to FURIA. And they'll even take 3 AKs into the next. You said some of those angles on the CT side, you need the AK. Well, they've got plenty of them now.
Yeah, they certainly do, don't they? Serato, Vinny, Art, all with T-sided weaponry. I don't think Liquid could even justify their own AK-47, Sir Alex.
Now, there's one key stat line here that we have, well, not been neglecting, but we haven't been pushing down your throats just yet, and that is the multi-kill round. It's 19 to 6 in favor of FURIA. Normally, the firepower when Liquid go up against anybody is in their side. We're expecting multi-frags. We're expecting Twist to grab 3, Naf to have a quick double, you know, Elige to mow them down. That's not happening here today.
Yeah, no one really stepping up at Team Liquid at all. They're looking quite average and flat once again. We said that when they played against Envy as well. They look at the better team. They will find the majority of the kills. Tactically, they look stronger as well. Team Liquid have not been impressive in the last couple of outings here. We said we were promised intensity and a new look. That's what Adren said. Yeah, it's certainly a new look. One I never want to see again, I'll be honest.
Oh, God, I really don't want to disappoint you because you can articulate it incredibly well.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to be a parent. It would just be bad news for
So
everyone.
let me explain to you why you've disappointed me, son. And I'm going to really make it hurt. But now we do see those, well, you said unjustified rifles. Alicia's actually gone for it.
I will say I'm being dramatic for comedic effect there, just to make it more fun for everyone.
Yeah,
but I do happen to think that way as well. It's just a happy coincidence.
About the kids, or?
Oh, everything.
Okay, all right.
All of the above. They're boosting Elige. This could catch Vinny off guard.
His off angle. Well, I think it's an off angle. We haven't seen it played enough just yet, but that angle that he was holding is very hard to clear because once you reach that point that he was holding, that's when you're open to elevator room as we had just previously seen.
Oh, hello. That's some information for Henny, and the flash can fly over. Elige will spot it out. I don't think Henny necessarily has made it clear that hero rifle's in play yet.
Oof, well, Stewie, he certainly made that one clear. Art has been rattled. It's a 5 versus 4, but still, they can't recover a rifle here. They've got 4 players without Kevlar. Elige He'll have the AK-47, sure, but does it get them anywhere? Oh, just beneath him. He has no idea, but he will be checking every single angle there. Get himself a freebie, back to the 4-on-4. And Elige now. What can he do? No grenades. How do they set anything up? That's the Elige will have to walk up and find a one-tap, and that's really their only avenue of approach here. Yep. 30 seconds. They can be locked out by an incendiary, but they actually get the opening kill here. So flashbang to be delivered, though. That will slow them down somewhat. They can't necessarily pounce towards the bomb side, but Nitro, he does find a bit of footing here. And surely, a 4 versus 2, this is where they should be finding yet another round. Yeah, it looks perfect. This is exactly what Team Liquid needed. Yuri and Henny on this retake. They don't even have a kit. This is perfect. Liquid, however, starting to fall. Chipping away. Another frag. Just one. Stewie recovers the AK. That could be enough to save them. There's a kit on site. Looks like it could be picked up by Yuri as they sweep through. It will be. They're looking for him. He's playing this so well. And he's found him. They've got time. They've got the kit. A 4 versus 2, and still Liquid can't convert. They were so low, they didn't have the utility, but still very well done by FURIA. As you mentioned, no kit there as well, Alex. The fact they both survived, find all 4 kills, and they didn't really have to touch the bomb at all. Suggests Liquid couldn't really hold on. Let's have a look at that shot from Stewie, though. Interested to see where that came in. Wow, okay, that's a hell of a shot, fair play. But that's the way things opened up. I don't think that's going to be sustainable to find those picks. They're now going to need 11 rounds in a row. That's not even for the win. That's for overtime on their opponent's map pick here.
Well, I guess if there's any intensity, it's when you're up against potentially losing map number 1. So let's see if that intensity from Liquid come out now. The rifles definitely have. Art aggressive. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, he's going to get seen by Elige. He goes down this time. Very aggressive moves. Love it from Art. For now, Liquid get to work with the advantage. And Henny, he wants to change that. That is such an ambitious and open angle. 5 versus 3.
So, Finny here. Taken down, Twist will find him.
Why was he facing the other way?
I don't know. That was a bit odd, wasn't it? I didn't want to say anything. That's like, he's got his own techniques. We'll let him use them.
But they're working so far, I guess. Do whatever you want, Vinny.
So, Keserato and Yuri remain. And the money will be relatively broken after this one. Sure, Yuri's got 3K, but if he goes down, which is likely to happen, we'll see Team Liquid actually have a few rounds available to them, an open runway of sorts. Keserato to defend here. 1 by 1 they go, and they will be able to trade out the kill. Yuri, looking for double kills, not going to happen, and their money is broken. So, what do they do? Go for it, Chad. You reckon they buy into this one? Vinny down to 1,400?
Knowing the way that these guys approach Counter-Strike, I think it will be a buy. If we were sitting here talking about like tier 1 teams, we'd say, no, take the save. You know, you've got such a big lead, you'll close it out eventually. But Art, with any weapon, can get an aggressive pick. If he can find a gap, get a kill, upgrade to an AK-47, you've got Team Liquid scrambling all across the map, trying to plug those holes, and that's where, say, a Deagle or Vinny can hit a shot. Keserato with an MP9 of his own. This is going to be a difficult round.
They're going to have to dig so deep to make this one work, but what a round it would be to end it in this sort of fashion with MP9s, Desert Eagles, and M4s, and they send the SMGs in to the first kill. Arts will strike. Stewie 2K pulls one back here, but he's still down there behind enemy lines, gets a second kill for the round.
Oh my God.
And could they close things out on a force buy here? A compromised setup. Henny will find Stewie 2K. It's looking very good as Twist and Naf now scrambling, trying to work out if there's any sort of openings here, and Naf has found one.
Yeah, he's going to get a second as well. No, Keserato babysitting Art. Maybe Twist with the clutch is looking good. And no, Art stands his ground. A triple kill. Started with an MP9. Just as Chad prophesized, FURIA will take it. It's 16-9